This is Jarrod Horak, and in this Today's Racing Digest feature race of the week video, I will analyze the Grade 3 Santa Ana Stakes at St. Anita Park on Saturday, March 15th. And go to todaysracingdigest.com for unlimited downloads of any other handicapping products for $49 a month. And I will include a link to the $49 special offer in the video description below. And the early weather forecast for March 15th at St. Anita calls for partly cloudy skies with a high temperature of 63. Now we're going to meet the field for the Santa Ana, and it's the 8th race, Grade 3, $100,000 Santa Ana Stakes for fillies and mares, a mile and a quarter on the turf course. Scheduled post time 7:40 p.m. Eastern Time. Lady Claypoole, number 1 at 20-1 morning line for Richard Baltus. Tiago Pereira is going to ride. She won her last 2 turf races at Santa Anita against Optional Claiming Company at a mile and an eighth from off the pace. Number 2, Mahina, she's 8-1 morning line. She exits back-to-back runner-up finishes in Grade 3 races, and she is trained by Patty Gallagher, and Hector Berrios will ride. Good price there at 8-1. She does like Santa Anita, 10 starts, 4 wins, 3 seconds, and 2/3. Number 3, Mrs. Astor at 5-2 morning line. Jonathan Thomas is the trainer here, and this filly back-to-back Grade 3 turf route wins at Del Mar and Santa Anita. Umberto Rispoli will ride. She can stalk, she can close. Number 4, Omaha Girl, 30-1 long shot for trainer George Papapadromo. Giovanni Franco is going to ride, and she's probably going to set the pace in here. Number 5, Starry Heavens. She's 5-1 morning line for trainer Phil D'Amato. Antonio Fresu is her pilot. She hasn't run for more than 8 months, and she's shipping in from overseas. She was last seen in Ireland. Number 6, Sakura Blossom at 10-1 morning line for trainer Leonard Powell. Juan Hernandez is going to ride. She was second behind Lady Claypoole in an optional claiming race last time out. Number 7, Big Hug at 30-1 morning line for trainer Val Brinkerhoff. Armando Ayuso is her pilot, and she was off the board in her last 2 turf route stake starts. Number 8, Kathynmarissa, your even money morning line favorite for trainer Rick Dutrow. She won a stakes race at Kentucky Downs last year, and then at Santa Anita in the Grade 1 American Oaks last time out. She rallied to finish second. With Frankie Dettori aboard, her winning rider, look for her to get involved from a little bit off the pace in here. And now we'll look at some of the top Today's Racing Digest numbers in here. The first thing we're going to look at, the speed and pace forecasts. And you'll see that Mrs. Astor has the best CPR. That's the comprehensive performance rating. That's an overall performance rating for Today's Racing Digest, and Mrs. Astor has that 149. Then you see fire numbers, speed throughout a race. Kathynmarissa has the best fire number, and then also the final time ratings. Then moving over to the race competition levels, that's the class ratings, and Kathynmarissa is the class of the field. And then looking at the final time ratings on the right-hand side, and highlighted in blue there, Kathynmarissa has the best final time ratings, 149. So Kathynmarissa definitely the one to beat, and she is the even money favorite in here. I think there are 3 solid contenders in this race, beginning with Kathynmarissa, and she's won. Certainly with Frankie Dettori aboard, he's probably going to work out a decent trip from off the pace. But there's that long shot in here that's going to be setting the pace, and that is Omaha Girl. So she'll be out there at a big price setting the pace. So Kathynmarissa should have some kind of target in here to run at. In her turf routes, she's running 7 turf routes, 3 wins, 2 seconds, and 2/3. Santa Anita turf routes, she has 3 starts with a win, a second, and a third. Rick Dutrow is a 20% turf route trainer. He's 6 for his last 15, and he's good with these horses making layoffs of more than 60 days, 24% wins. So good stats overall for the trainer. The horse looks good on paper and on numbers, and she's certainly the one to beat. Not a lot of value there. The next likely winner is Mrs. Astor, and for her trainer turf route record for Jonathan Thomas, 25, almost 26% wins. He's 3 for his last 15, and he has good numbers with horses returning from 60 days or more layoff, almost 21% wins. Her turf route record, 16 starts, 4 wins, 4 seconds, and 3/3, and she's 1 for 2 in turf routes at Santa Anita Park, and she is a Grade 3 stakes winner. She does fit in this race nicely. Umberto Rispoli has 10 rides for this barn, 4 wins, 2 seconds, and a third. And then the third most likely winner at a price, that's Mahina. And for her, Patty Gallagher and Hector Berrios, they're 1 for 13 together with 3 seconds and 2/3. Decent numbers for the trainer, but not great. About 10% wins on turf routes. Shorter layoff runners of 30 or more days, about 15% wins. But overall, all turf routes, this one has 15 starts, 4 wins, 3 seconds, and 2/3. But her Santa Anita record stands out. 10 starts, 4 wins, 3 seconds, and 2/3. So 9 out of 10 times she's finished in the top 3 at Santa Anita, and she's 8-1. So she would be the price play in here. Kathynmarissa, the one to beat. Mrs. Astor, the second most likely winner. Mahina is the live long shot. And if you want to read my handicapping article for this race, which will include wagering strategies, you can go over to todaysracingdigest.com. In their news section, I will have a handicapping article with wagering strategies for the Santa Ana Stakes. And then also in the video description below, I'll include a link to that handicapping article. And that will wrap up my look at the Santa Ana. And I'll be back next week with another Today's Racing Digest feature race of the week video. And until I see you next time, good luck at the races.